Hey everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of Gamedec. We are going to continue to investigate the murder of our newly found apprentice, Gamedec. Seems to have met his unfortunate demise a bit too early here, if you ask me. Let's talk to these two. Martin32 hashtag I love something pierogies. I know that there's like some. I think it's a Russian dish called pierogi, but I don't
Yes,
know if
I
it's
am
that.
that famous director.
The guy was skinny,
I
wore
don't have a
massive
role for
glasses
you.
with a secondary active pair on his neck, and some brightly glowing digital lenses in his eyes. Shame there isn't a picture of the people, especially when we can see them. He kept looking around impatiently, as if looking for something. Beautiful, ugly, sensational, inspirational? That I didn't know. Yes, I'm that famous director. No, I don't have a role for you, though visually you'd fit right in. Only important stuff, please. I'm busy. Okay. Well, then let's go straight to the point and ask him about the Outranger in the Mobrium. That big green Mobrium and the Outranger inside it. Can you tell me something about her? Tankred? What, Tankred? Tankred? Fascinating story. Could make for a great horror movie. We are getting ready to film a feature on her. That's why we are here. Problem is, she has a therapeutic programs. Problem is, she has therapeutic programs that activate upon feeling strong emotions. Then she becomes hard to talk to. Okay, let's ask how long they've been here. Well, a while. Still, should have come sooner. They say some guy fell from the sky. That's what I heard, at least. That's why we're here, actually. Guy falls from the sky, rangers arrive, Mac and I receive word and come too. Okay, let's not make small talk because he clearly said he only wants to talk about important stuff, so let's not ruin any future chances to talk with him about anything.
You do recognize me, don't you?
Model Mac. It was a gynoid, a female shape humanoid, the newest model by the Interscope Corporation. Green lips and green makeup, hard to say if it was real. Looked like she was posing for a micro camera. I couldn't see the device, so I couldn't say for sure. Her mechanical face expressed seductive contemplation as she arched and curved her figure. Okay, let's ask who she is. You don't know me? How embarrassing. Mac Bohr, actress and first model to pose in a Mobrium. I thought my fame was... Ugh, never mind. I'm getting ready for a role. We'll be reenacting the story of Tankred, one of the Greens. I hope I do it well. Let's ask about the Outrangers then. What do you think about the Outrangers? Interesting question. Until now I thought they were just nature-loving simpletons that hated technology. But get this, the famous troublemaker, Rama Matan of Sydneyland, is one of them. That guy knows how to party. See for yourself. She blinked her metallic eyelids and sent me a link to the article. Alright. Let's ask about Ken's death. I'm here because of that guy's death. Did you see? Do you know anything? No. Martin told me something cool was happening in Low City and that I could do research for my role, so we came. Poor guy was already dead. I don't mean to offend you, but I honestly don't know if I'm talking to a robot or a woman using a Mobium. So could you... Excuse me, I am human. My brain is sitting in the belly of this beautiful Mobium. But I understand your confusion. This one's a partial. They are made to order. It captures my real features. Cool, right? I suppose. Okay, so they don't know too much, it seems. Advertising drone. I walked up to the edge of the sidewalk. It was a good place for the ad drone to spot me. Bored with your existence, not getting enough sunlight in the lower levels? Treat yourself to a trip to the Echo Logos Bio Estates and enjoy the warm sunshine for an entire day. The Bio Estates are located within ABBs. Eat natural meals, touch natural materials, discover exotic arch flora. The Ecologos Bioestates are not responsible for any complications caused by intense contact with nature. Right? Learn more on our website. Let's analyze it, I guess. It was a standard advertising drone. Even though it operated in the lowest layer of Warsaw City, it was in good shape. Let's try and gain access to the resources here. Well, drone, I need to use your resources. I am owned by Advert Polex. I cannot give subsystem access to unauthorized persons. Infotainer. I see that you have a large media audience base. I could enter into an advertising contract with you. Okay. Let's inquire about the conditions. You show me the contents of the contract. It's a standard contract, but its exact contents cannot be disclosed to the public. The rules are quite simple. The contractor has 24 hours to fulfill the contract. Should the contractor fail to advertise the product specified in the contract to at least 4 other users, the contractor will be charged with a contractual penalty. The device fell silent and displayed a message. Advert Polex, your local ad provider in the global market, or STHIDK. You type something, you fucking slut machine. What? Okay. Mindfluencer is not something we have access to yet, right? And it's not something we will get access to with that price. Sure, let's try and agree to it. Good. Let's sign a contract. Fantastic. Please provide me your IN. I took out my walktail and issued a command to sign the contract. Wonderful. The current campaign is for Brutal 99 low caffeine drink. Do you confirm that you want to take part? Sure. That's great. I grant you access to my resources. Onward together towards advertising success. Bombard Tancred with information. Alright. I opened the list of available ads and picked a sequence that might alter Tancred's emotional state. Well, we are trying to get some decisive rest, so let's try and use the negative set. I confirmed the set of ads and directed the signal straight to Tancred's brain. Okay.
A civilian.
Oh, that's this one. Okay. Okay, I definitely thought it was something else. Okay. It was a huge Mobrium. I had never seen a machine like that before. The outranger controlling it was busy with the MCC beacon hovering in front of her. Hang on a second. So, who are you? Where is that? It shows right here.
What is it?
Okay. Let's ask about Ken's death. How do you think Ken died? I don't know, but it wasn't the beacon. The cat may know something. It's got access to a part of my psyche from which I'm currently separated. The cat. I am confused. Let's ask for access to the beacon. I'd like to take a look at the beacon. Is that okay? MCC beacons are serious gear. Scanners, weapons, AI. You have to be authorized to tinker with them. Okay. The beacon was in standby mode and was only using its basic systems. Don't even think about it. Civilians can't mess around with beacons. Okay. Okay, so we need to get access to that somehow. New MCC buoy. Ooh. Mutual Control Center beacon. What a zeitgeist. An AI-equipped guard that protects us from mutated plants and animals. Let's hack it. City network access helps with this kind of thing. Rystick Systems admin credentials help too. I had to find the right name. I scoured the data in search of a signature that would fit the beacon. A few caught my eye. Okay. I think Tank Jr. is something we've seen before, right? Was it one of the 3? Let's go with that one. I entered the name and got the Medibot's frequency. To reset it, I had to overload its systems. System takeover or system overload. Okay. And to do that, I needed adequate network resources. Okay. Guess we'll check the encryption protocol. I made sure to get the encryption right. The MCC beacon used the KGS protocol. I hoped I had done everything right. At that point, it seemed so. Okay, I have no idea. Let's look for defense systems. No doubt someone would have noticed my tinkering if I used a lower level device. I hoped I had done everything right. Okay, blah 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 blah. Can I just keep doing that? Okay, that seems a bit odd. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Let's use the city network resources. Filter by location, filter by device type. Device type? I have no idea. I connected to the apartment and opened up the list of available devices. I could use their processing power to mount the attack. So is the attack going to be towards the takeover or towards the system overload? I guess I don't have a choice now, of course. Let's use the server bot, I guess. Okay. Since then, all of the processing power served one goal only, sending signals to my target. I waited impatiently. I overloaded the system. My own system, unfortunately. Okay. I needed to find more resources with high processing power. I thought of the City Reich system network. I just had to gain access to it. Okay. I didn't know jack about Reistic systems. I had to brush up on my skills. Alright. That was strange. Yeah, okay. I guess that happened. It seemed like we could just spam the same one if we wanted to get to the end there, but it felt a bit cheesy to do that. Okay. Pax, is that you piece of shit? Fantastic. The last thing I need. Pax, you son of a bitch. Get the out of here. Calm down, sir. I need to do a scan. Why not decapitate him while you're at it? You're good at that, aren't you? Mr. Basilides, it was a long time ago. A stupid something. I'll just wait for the Medibot to finish the scan and then I'm gone. Scan a corpse? Why the fuck would you do that? It's standard procedure. You should know that then. Yeah, where were your procedures when you were diagnosing Michael, you piece of shit? Where were your Medibots then? Leave the machine alone, man. You know how much it's worth. I don't give a shit. Care. Fucking care. Okay, he don't fucking care. That's fair. Okay, where did you go, my friend? There we are. Operator Matan.
You're bothering me. Go away.
Okay, past choices. He winced and waved at me to stop as I approached. Dude, I get that people from around here are poor, but make sure you showered before coming close to me. See, this is probably... I don't know why this is there. System overload, system takeover. I think that's probably a bug. It's probably because we stink. MDK drone. Brack Noir Heavy Industries made this drone model for military and police use. They are used for scanning dangerous and suspicious areas. They say they are also able to detect mental constellations characteristic of sociopaths and potential murderers. Can we hack this one? City network access help with this kind of thing, blah 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 blah. Okay, you need to find out more. Okay, fair enough. Anything here? Okay, ask about municipal Reichstick systems. What are the municipal Reichstick systems? I'm sending the official statement. Upload error. Unauthorized material detected. Please remove it. Okay. Guess that would have been too easy. Okay, where did the dude go? Okay, we can't talk to you. Are you the one hanging out over here? Dr. Pax. Okay, the Medibot. Ooh, what's up with that? Ah, you're hurt. Okay. The Medibot, the pillar of healthcare service. They say doctors became obsolete because these things could easily replace humans. Let's inspect it. The device had two multi-joint limbs, but certainly had some more manipulators up its sleeve as well. Information panel kept flashing on the lid. It was a clunky old model, sturdy and trustworthy. Gonna assume that we can't hack it. Yes, fair enough. Let's talk with Dr. Pax then. Yeah, this is definitely a bug. Goddamn asshole. The man cursed under his breath and repeatedly tried to pull out a smoke with trembling hands. The cigarette fell to the ground. Ugh. He glared at the soaking wet tobacco, as if deliberating whether it was worth picking up. He shrugged and pulled out another cigarette. Fuck all this. He only noticed me once he lit up and inhaled deeply. He sent me a quizzical glance. Okay. Can ask for access to the Medibot. It seems a bit... Why would he give us that? Can ask for help with the investigation. Ask about his conflicts. Sure, he seems riled up, so let's ask about that. Seems like you and the captain go way back. Yeah. Okay. Let's ask about their story. What happened between you two? What's your story? He took a puff and exhaled through the nose. He ruined my career. It started over a year ago. I worked in the Warsaw City Central Hospital. I had a respectable position, second-degree specialization. We got a call to the ABB, a bite or a sting. I went there with a team. Landed right by the barrier. An outranger unit led by Basilides was scrambling. The victim was a civilian, the captain's partner, Michael Sosnowski. He took a long drag, staring into the distance. When he finally exhaled, the pale blue cloud enveloped him. Something bit him on the neck. He went into shock. His airways were closing up. We call it firing up the engines. For your trip to the other side, I mean. The outrangers kept shouting it was a type of gadfly, or gadfly. Hyperderma bovis toxica. Typically, all you need in such cases are a serum, an anti-shock kit, and water. But something was off. A gadfly's bite leaves a swollen lump with 2 red patches around it, and there was a lump, but not a lot of redness. And I saw that lump start to blacken, as if necrosis had already started. I'd only ever seen wolf spider bites progress that fast. What puzzled me was that there was only 1 bite mark, and spiders leave 2. I knew I'd have to cut off his head if it had been a wolf spider, otherwise he'd die. Only in this world does this sentence make sense. Okay. Let's make a comment on the seriousness of the situation. Damn, that must have been tough, huh? He glanced at me, pressed his lips tightly, and slowly nodded. Spiders sometimes lose their pedipalps, fending off wasps or other damp things. I concluded it must have been a wolf spider cripple, and made my choice. Let's inquire about these pedipalps. What are those? It's the part of the son of a bitch. It's the part the son of a bitch stabs its victims with to inject its digestive juices and other shit. Each spider has 2. He took a puff and spoke in a whisper. I loaded this Michael guy into the ambulance, and he literally lost his head before the captain's eyes. He survived, but Basilites sued me. I checked later and found that Sosnowski had pheromone injections done to protect against insects, but not against arachnids. Okay, let's ask about these injections. What injections are you talking about? He tried to hide his bewilderment. It's like a vaccine. Makes us exude pheromones that keep away the nasties behind the ABB. Everyone has a standard set done in childhood, but to go past the barriers, you have to have them all. Didn't you learn that in school? His eyes narrowed as he puffed the cigarette, as if trying to remember what he just said. The bite mark was destroyed by decapitation, and the blood from his head machine washed, so there were no solid leads in the investigation. And eventually the court ruled there wasn't enough evidence, so it went cold, but the stench remained. I was let go, and since I wagged my tongue a bit too much, I couldn't find any decent jobs anymore. So you see, that is our story. He looked at the cigarette butt smoldering between his fingers and tossed it away. I saved his boyfriend. Was I right? I don't know. Okay, let's ask about Low City. What's it like working at the bottom of the polis? It may sound dramatic, but I'd say like with a knife to the throat. Shootouts happened here, so I need to patch up gang war victims. There are still lots of valuables down here to fight over. Maybe this man got caught in the crossfire. He sighed, exhaling a cloud of smoke. Offer some assistance, I suppose. I could help you with this green problem. His shifty eyes looked up at me. Really? Would you do something to make the captain leave? Provoke him to hit you or something? Or find something to discredit him? Sure, I guess. I'll try. Pax nodded and sighed with relief. Thank you. Okay. Let's ask about Ken's death. I have a few questions and I wanted... Pax raised his hand. He took a fresh pack of real nicotine cigarettes out of his pocket. From another, he grabbed a lighter engraved with... What? Asclepius cane? He lit up lazily and took the smoke in, tasting it. I'm burning to hell. Sadly, my fire is being doused by a certain problem. There's a hideous toad roaming around here, interrupting my word. Okay, let's ask about the toad. I'm guessing it's the captain? That's what they call the dumbasses in green exoskeletons around here. The biggest one of these clowns is making my job difficult. I won't have time to help you until it's sorted out. Let's ask for access to the medibud. He squinted and asked, without taking the cigarette out of his mouth. And what do you need it for? Okay. I guess we don't have a choice but to say that we're conducting an investigation. I'm conducting an investigation. I could use this equipment. And I could use some peace and quiet. I've got a problem with a toad here. Besides, it's against protocol. He laughed. Something gurgled in his throat as he spoke the last word. Alright. Gotta say, so far this is all...
I'll own the important stuff, please. I'm busy.
Pretty strange. Oh, okay, let's ask if he has anything on the captain. I thought I'd try to placate him first. Slow show business, huh? They say it's a bitch of an industry. He looked at me as if to say, yeah, tell me about it. Duh. Making a horror movie must be tough. The producer always wants to get their way. Competition biting at your heels. They push some young talent on you, some XX failure of a son. Man, you have to have nerves of steel or connections. Advertising is a better business. If you don't know how to swim with the sharks, you better keep out of the water. I guess we'll make a reference to the sharks, why not? I'm somewhat of an independent creator myself, and there's a kind of shark swimming around here. The captain. He's getting on my nerves. Got anything on him? Of course. I mean, I did film the guy beating up a medibot. The question is, though, why should I give it to you? Well, because I'm a filmmaker, of course. I'm in the industry too. I like bringing the truth to the people, regardless of consequences. You might tarnish your name with this recording, I won't care. I remember one time that thing saved one of my actors. You're completely right, here's the video. Thanks. Okay.
Don't be embarrassed.
Do you have
I'm used to
anything
fans
new?
watching
Nope.
me.
Fair enough. Okay, do we talk to you about the movie, or... I've obtained some material that will solve your problem. Great, I'm in your debt, Gamedec. Okay, let's try and ask for access now. I should ask what you need it for. He inhaled on the cigarette and opened a window that I couldn't see. Making some careless gestures, he breathed out the smoke, coughing slightly. But truth be told, I don't give a shit. I owe you one. There, you authorized. I wonder if we could have also helped the captain instead. Well, we might have to not find out this time around. The Medibot, the pillar of healthcare service, we've read this, let's take control. You're gonna follow me then? You are, okay. Guessing we can do our own scan of the body then. Let's talk to Vino and Vera here first. What is it? Okay. This is very confusing so far. There's so many things so many words and things we're talking about that I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, sometimes it seems like the game believes I should know something. I don't know if I'm supposed to read more in the codex or not. I generally seem to ignore this. Maybe that's my mistake. Let's ask about the beacons. How do the beacons work in general? They scan their surroundings, looking for a new plant and animal species. If a beast comes close, they shoot. These here have a special task. If anything tries to fly or crawl up to the lowest inhabited walkway, beacons have to shoot it down while adhering to all safety measures. People live here. There are two dangerous species around these parts. The toxic fruit bat, a seriously big bastard, and the Rattus mortax venenatus rat. The rats got clever and don't try climbing up anymore. The bats are dumber and charge sometimes, so the beacons shoot one down occasionally. They fire plasma, that's why there isn't much blood. Blood is no good, trust me. It attracts a shitload of trouble outside the ABB, and honestly, it ruins the view here. So, you get it. Alright, let's ask about the reliability of the beacons. Maybe the beacon misfired. Does that happen? No. They are advanced artificial intelligence, way smarter than humans. A person could make a mistake, but a beacon? No chance. Okay, so he was shot by a beacon. Interesting. Believe me, I designed them myself. Let's ask about the Rystick systems. It's a clue. Right, we haven't even checked that out this episode. Do you know anything about Rystick systems? They're like the Matrix. You know, they surround us. Just kidding. But not really. Seriously though. It's complicated and I'm afraid I'll mix it up. Lots of encrypting protocols. I'm not going to teach you to hack. Take this address. It's all written down, but you didn't get it from me. Let's ask about anti-G harness. Is that something we could find in here maybe? That is a lot of stuff. Ooh, maybe there actually is something. I mean, there's mentions of the NCP protocol. Negative effects on the PPS protocol. Maybe this is stuff that we need to actually hack the drone. Okay. Okay, the Mutation Control Center announced a new type of beacon today that use the KGS protocol. Then we have Medibots that use the PPS protocol, whatever that means. Okay, link mode. What's that? Oh. Okay. Next link, previous link. Okay. Alright, well, maybe that's something we can use for something later on. Let's ask about whatever this is, anti-G harness. The victim supposedly had an anti-G harness on. Where is it? They say the captain took it off and secured it, but I didn't see that happen. It's probably in Beowulf. Okay. Ask about Tancred. Can you tell me something about the girl in the large mobium? Tancred Brute? Ah, the infamous Tancred. She rescued some rangers on one of the patrols behind the ABB. She paid an awful price, but now she's a legend. She was only put into the mobium recently. She shouldn't be on duty yet, but firstly, they are making a horror movie about her, and secondly, she wanted to be. Alright. She has therapeutic programs installed that sort of take over communication if she becomes too stressed or relaxed. Supposedly, it's to hasten her recovery. Okay. The man lying dead here, Genzu. How do you think he died? I know what it looks like. Bat wings, the undercity below us. The captain was here first and took the anti-G harness off him. That's what he claims, at least. I didn't see it, but trust me, it's not the beacon that killed him. It must have been a weird, very weird incident, I don't know. I can't make anything of it. This death must be a damned misunderstanding. And the sight is just inhuman. It's disgraceful. That he's still here on the wet walkway like a bag of human bones. Okay, well, it seems like we have a couple of people. We are finally at least starting to get a picture here of what's going on. Unfortunately, it seemed like a lot of these things we could talk with people too sort of required us to have done other stuff first, like examine the body, for instance, to know that anything about an anti-G harness, for instance, or maybe I was just supposed to read the codex about something. Who knows? Or maybe it's just info that our guy has because he lives in this world. But we at least have some stuff to talk to people about. We have the body to examine. We have the Medibot. We could probably do something there. We probably could ask the captain about something, but I'm not sure that he is super interested in talking to us anymore after we gave that footage to the doctor. We have apparently 4 subjects here that we need to figure out, and we have only revealed 2 of them. We have the MCC beacon hypothesis and the accident hypothesis. Okay, so maybe these are different ways that he could have died. Okay, so we have the beacon hypothesis. That's what was his name, Venom, at least completely dismisses. Ken was flying above low city walkways using an anti-G harness. He was carrying an ilgan that generated an image of a membranous wings. An MCC beacon mistook him for a bat and shot him down. The beacons fire plasma. A plasma shot doesn't leave much blood because the high temperature scorches the blood vessels. Yeah, Vinan Vera claims that beacons don't make mistakes. The Outranger is convinced that AI couldn't have mistaken a bat with a man clumsily disguised as one. The beacon's logs haven't registered a shot being fired. Yeah, that's the thing too. The last shot was fired by the beacon a couple of days ago. It didn't fire in the last 24 hours. Doesn't mean that someone couldn't have altered the logs. Accident hypothesis. Okay, first high, then crashed. There might be something to this hypothesis. Okay, so the accident hypothesis. Ken was flying around using an anti-G harness. Maybe he's been looking for something. He might have even found it, but his harness broke and he fell down. Somebody saw him fall down. Apparently somebody saw Ken fall down on the walkway. He has a lot of clues left. I feel like we don't have too many people left to talk with, but looks like I'm wrong. I mean, we have plenty of clues left, and we still have 2 hypotheses here, assuming these are also hypotheses that we haven't even found yet. But we will definitely continue next time. So, for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and to see you for the next one. Until then, take care.